Reason you can't do a muscle up is because you think you're doing a pull up. Let me say it louder for y'all in the back. The reason why you can't do a muscle up is because you think you're doing a pull up, right? Now, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen a bunch of other videos trying to learn how to do the muscle up, and a lot of the advice that's been given to you is, oh, just do 15 pull-ups and 50, if you're able to do 15 pull-ups and 15 dips, then you'll magically be able to do a muscle up, right? Well, that's only like half the truth, right? What a lot of these like influencers fail to tell you is that if you can do 10 pull-ups and 15 dips, you're not automatically just gonna do a muscle up, just like it's as if it's like, they say it as if it's like learning to walk. Like, you're not gonna just magically do a muscle up one day. You wake up, you'll do a muscle up just because you can do 10 dips and 15 pull-ups, right? Don't get me wrong, there is skills that you learn, things that will help you in learning dips and pull-ups, because that gives you the strength to do a muscle up, but that's only 50% of what's required to do a muscle up, right? Like, it's 50% like the strength needed, and the other 50% is technique, right? And this technique, which I'm about to explain to you, is the reason why I couldn't do a muscle up for so long, and it's been holding me back, and it's probably been holding you back for a very long time. And once I understood that pull-ups and muscle ups are two different things, that's when I got my first muscle up, right? But before I go into more detail about this technique, I just want to say, if you want to book a one-on-one coaching call, if you want to work with me personally, if you're looking to reach your fitness goals for the year of 2025, I'm the guy for that. I can help you with that. Hit the link in the description, and I'll be happy to be working with you soon, right? And no, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, right? And hit that bell notification too, because I'm posting almost every day. But back to the scheduled programming, let's get into this. So the technique I was talking about, right, is, see, when I was doing my pull-ups, right, when I was trying to do muscle ups, I would do a muscle up as if I'm doing a pull up. I would pull myself straight up, right? But with a muscle up, that's not how it works. Muscle up and pull ups are two different things. What you got to do with a muscle up is you have to literally use your momentum. You kind of have to swing in a way, and your arms, you're gonna have to keep your arms a bit more straighter, and there's like a slight bend to it, right? You're not going straight up with a muscle up. You're literally swinging yourself, right? I'll pull up videos so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. But you literally have to swing your way up and keep your arms kind of like straight, maybe like a slight bend, and swing. And once your head reaches the top of the bar, that's when you want to have that explosive, quick movement to where you push yourself up. And when you push yourself up, you want to have to tilt your head towards like the other side of the bar. You really have to force your head like towards the bar. And here's the kicker, right? No pun intended. You literally have to use your feet in this too. Your feet play a role too, right? So as you're swinging, right, at first you'll keep them straight, right? But then once you reach the top, you want to bend your knees, and that momentum is going to actually it's going to propel you forward. It, like, your knees, your legs, when you kick your legs up, it's going to push you over the bar, right? Hopefully the videos and the videos that I placed here in the video will give you a visual of what I'm talking about here. But you really have to, like, so as soon as your head reaches the bar, you want to have that explosive movement to where you're pushing your head forward, and you're bringing your knees up, lifting your legs up, and you're literally pushing yourself up, right? So it's both your legs and your arms, the swing, and then as soon as your head is above the bar, you want to explode up at the same time, push yourself forward and push your legs up at the same time, if that makes sense, right? And that is how I achieved my first muscle up, because the mistake I was doing was I was doing pull-ups, and then I would try and force my way up, but it doesn't work like that, right? Because I didn't have that momentum to swing me over the bar, right? What I did for a week straight, and I gotta shout out my homie, because he was the one who put me on game with this. I gotta shout out Uncle David, right? He put me on. He was on the podcast last year, actually around this time, but he was actually the one who put me on game. He was the one who told me that, bro, you're doing pull-ups, you're not doing muscle-ups, right? And that changed everything, because with the pull-up, you're literally going straight up, but with the muscle up, you have to swing, right? And that was the mistake I was making for years. I was thinking that if I just pull up, I'll eventually be able to no, it doesn't work like that. Pull-ups and muscle ups, two different things, right? So for a week straight, what he instructed me to do was I was just practicing the swing. So I would just practice the swing for a week straight. Before every gym session, I was practicing that swing, right? Just swinging myself over the bar, trying to make it my head over, right? And then when I was finally ready, like an egg ready to hatch, that's when I did the and I did the muscle up. You know what I mean? I added those two extra things, the leg movement and pushing myself over the bar, right? It's usually like right when, like at that point where your head is over the bar, that's when you do that explosive movement to where your legs and the swing are really the most important. And also pushing yourself, like you have to kind of like lean your head in. You know, for all my track runner guys out there, if you ever ran a 100-meter sprint, you know when you're running, right? And in order to like increase your time, you kind of stick your head out when you're running. You kind of stick your head out before you reach the finish line. It's kind of a similar concept. Like right when you do that explosive movement, you want to stick your head out so that you're like pushing yourself over the bar, if that makes sense. So the 3 key takeaways is you want to master the swing, right? So your arms are going to be straight. You're not going straight up. You're swinging yourself, right? And for the swing, your legs are going to be straight at first, but then once your head is above the bar, that's when you bend your knees and you use your knees as momentum to push yourself up. And then you're also using your head to push yourself forward, right? Hopefully this all makes sense. It's kind of an awkward thing to explain. Like it's one of those things that you have to literally see. And I would recommend like, practice that swing and record yourself doing the swing and record yourself like attempting the muscle up and try and see where you mess up, where like, you know what I mean? Like recording yourself doing it helps because you can see where you mess up and all that. But I just want to make it clear, like you do need to be able to do at least 10 pull-ups for this to work, right? That's 50% of the work. The other 50% is the technique, but make sure you can do at least 10 to 15 10 to 15 pull-ups and be able to do at least 10 dips in a row for 3 sets, right? Once you can do that, then you can come back to this video and what you're gonna do with that is like, practice the swing for a straight week, right? I'll pull up a video so you know what I'm talking about. Practice the swing, right? Not that straight up movement, but practice that swing pushing you forward, right? And once you do that for a week straight, then you can implement the knees and the head technique when you push your head over the bar, right? When you do that, come back to this video, comment, and let me know how your first muscle up was. I guarantee you if you do this, you will get your first muscle up, right? But remember, in order to do this, you do need to be able to do 10 dips and 15 pull-ups, right? They're 50% strength, 50% technique, right? So yeah, come back to this video, comment down below, let me know how your first muscle up was when you get it. And yeah, let me know down below if you can do a muscle up or if you can't or you're working on it. Let me know your general thoughts on this video. Remember, I have one-on-one coaching, so hit the link in the description if you want to work with me personally, reach your fitness goals. I'm the guy for that. Hit the link in the description. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe because I'm posting almost every day. And remember, there's nothing lighting. I'm playing small. I'll catch you guys next video. See ya.